Alright, we're going to be doing something different today. I'm going to be making a Castle Crashers tier list based on the characters so I can explain my reasoning, because, you know, it's kind of hard to understand why characters are where they are normally, because people don't really straight up tell you. So yeah, let's get started. Obviously Green Knight is going to be F, along with Alien, due to their lowest juggled DPS in the game. Alien is better than Green Knight though, because it's around 10% less, Green Knight is around 20% less, and Green Knight is less safe while doing it. Other than that, Beekeeper is just awful. Worst magic in the game. And then Fencer and Industrialist, believe it or not, I'm going to put not in S tier, because for the best players, splashes become pretty useless, and less DPS is worse. They make you almost invincible while using it though, so they're still really good, but you know, not that good damage-wise. They're good for bosses, but bosses are easy anyway. Blue Knight, infinite stun lock on every ground type enemy, which is essential. Eskimo does that too, but Eskimo doesn't have everything as freeze magic, so Eskimo will be slightly lower. Red Knight, I'm going to put in B. Really good splash attack, but it's only really useful on Necromancer and Full Moon. But at least it has some use, unlike like every other splash, so yeah. Let's see. The Arrow Rainers are just going to go above Beekeeper, since their splash is trash, and their magic projectile is also pretty bad. God damn it. Where's some other ones? Barbarian, slightly more active frames, but still just a very, very slightly better arrow rain. So he's gonna go right there. Blacksmith has a terrible splash, but he does have a fire projectile and an air splash, which helps him a little bit. Bear, the tornadoes make some weights have more juggle DPS, and there is tornado tech, which allows you to be invincible while using a tornado, which is really helpful, and there are plenty of glitches that help them with that. Now I'm putting Saracen lower because his tornado is worse. It hits slower, but yeah. He also has a different projectile, but I think his is slightly better. His tornado being worse puts him lower though. Alright, bomb throwers. I'm putting them right under Red Knight besides Grey Knight, which I will get to in a second. Okay. So Grey Knight has a worse elemental infusion, the worst one in the game. Does around 80 damage per hit. Everyone else's does around 200 besides the elemental characters. So I put him lower than the fire characters because of that. But otherwise he would be up here with the bomb throwers. The bomb throwers are higher than the fire characters because of the angle of their projectile in the air. Fire characters are pretty good. I put Fire Demon above Orange Knight. Orange Knight has more range to his splash, but Fire Demons has more accurate frames, I guess. It was more predictable. Pink Knight. They have their splash does not flinch beefies, which is good, but you can only cast it twice before your magic runs out, which is pretty bad. They have the 60-degree projectile, or whatever that is. So yeah, they're really good. Necromancer. Really good projectile. It lasts forever, and you can make it go super fast if you shoot it forward. So yeah, he goes right there. Other than that, his splash is alright. Like, it's not the fastest in the world, but it's still pretty good. There's no delay to it. So yeah. Now it's tricky. I'm trying to decide between Hattie and King. I think I'm going to go King right here. Since splashes are pretty useless, healing yourself between waves, even though it takes 87 years, is still better than a splash attack that does nothing, when you can just juggle them. So I'm going to put King right there. His projectile is pretty bad, though. Hattie, right there. I know that's a controversial placement, but splash attacks are pretty useless. And he has the 60-degree projectile, lasts a little bit, and his normal projectile goes faster than almost everyone else's. So yep, put him right there. And then the ninja, it's almost identical to the vines, except I believe it hits slightly faster. Not 100% on it though. And then the vines, they're just fast ground splashes. They go out super fast, and they have really good active frames. These guys are pretty much just the most basic ever. They have no delay on their splash. It has a pretty tall hitbox, but it's just an average thing. So yep, that's my tier list. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. See ya.